musical chairs and push each guy to the right one spot, and that ropes McCarthy around to left field. To just move every guy one spot over. And now Wakil, the one dealing with the sun. 0-2 pitch is hit to center field. That's Sepulveda working back a step, and he is able to get under and make the catch. Harper Huang will be the hitter with 2 down, nobody on, in a 2-2 tie. Here from the Rourke. I'll mention Brian Slack on the PA mic. He was also the play-by-play broadcaster back in 2019. And he has been the only broadcaster for a Monday game. In fact, 4 of them back in 2019. We did not have any Monday games last year to pitch inside. We do not have any Monday games this year, save for this one. So this is the first Monday affair since 2019. But there were 4 of them, including 3 league games and 1 contest against Northwest Star Academy. And Ridgefield went 3-0 in the league games, but did lose a 1-run contest, the Nighthawks. Chambers misses over the head of Huang, and it's 3-0. 2 outs, nobody on. And so Ridgefield 3-1 in team history on a Monday. Trying to continue that trend here today. Huang swings at the 3-0 and bounces it foul. And that loss was in the first one. So Ridgefield on a 3-game win streak on Mondays. Not that that has any bearing whatsoever on today's festivities. Those games were back in 2019. And there's only 2 players returning from that squad who have stayed through the 2022 season. And neither of them in the starting lineup today. There's the 3-1 pitch, rocketed high to deep right center field. Wakil going back. He gives up on it. That ball is gone off the bat of Harper Huang. He had 2 home runs for Green River College this spring. He gets one here in the 3rd inning. It gives Redmond a lead on a solo shot to right center field for Harper Huang. Indy Anderson, the batter, with a 3-2 lead back in the pocket of the Redmond Dudes. They had a 2-0 lead. Ridgefield tied last inning. And now a home run puts the Dudes back in front. First pitch to Anderson is a called strike. He grounded into a fielder's choice in his first at-bat to the second baseman and reached safely at first but was stranded there. The 0-1 offering, a slice left field side right over the head of Steven Espinoza, who reached up for it, couldn't snag it. It's into the corner, bounces away from McCarthy, and Anderson into second base with a 2-out double. Espinoza had a shot at it, reached up and just over the webbing and into the left field corner. McCarthy had some trouble with it, bouncing off the fence, but I think Anderson would have gotten into second base even if he had fielded that one cleanly. So just a double for Indy Anderson. And now Josh Parks, the batter. 1 run in for the Dudes here in the 3rd inning off a solo home run. Then a double. Now a ball outside to Josh Parks. Still 2 outs, so Will Chambers could get out of it with just a 1-run deficit. Chambers' 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0. The other Monday games, Ridgefield beat Victoria on the road 4-3. Blew out Yakima Valley on the road 12-2. And beat Walla Walla 17-3 on a Monday, August 5th. All 3 of those road games. So Ridgefield has only played 1 home game on a Monday ever. Chambers loops in a strike down the middle, 3-1 to Josh Parks, the right fielder, who struck out looking back in the first to close that inning. 3-1 pitch. He rolls over to the second baseman. Sukata backs up to avoid the short hop, plays it hip level, throws to first, and retires the side. 1 run in for the Redmond Dudes on a solo home run. 2 hits, 1 left on, and no errors in the 3rd. Redmond takes a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 3rd coming up.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Alex Sepulveda will lead off for the Ridgefield Raptors in the bottom of the third. The three-hole hitter today and left fielder turned center fielder. As Ridgefield moves around the outfielders a little bit, doesn't replace anybody, just swaps each guy over one spot to the right and moves the outfielders around. And Sepulveda now at the plate to lead off bottom of the third. 3-2 lead for the Redmond Dudes. Landon Kurzman back on the mound and a ground ball first pitch. Nice stop by Chris Cota in the third base box, planting his turf shoe on that ball as it was bouncing past his foot and clamped right on it like it was a little bug he was squashing. Well done, Chris. The 0-1 to Sepulveda, swung on, roped up the middle. Ground ball past Oka and a base hit into right center. Actually gets past the center fielder all the way to the wall. Sepulveda is rounding second. He wants a triple. The throw is cut off. He slides in safely, feet first. It's a leadoff triple for Alex Sepulveda on a ball that landed at the back of the infield, and he gets a triple out of it. That ball hit hard, but not up. It was on the ground and nearly snared by the second baseman. And it got all the way to the wall as Matt Gonzalez, the center fielder, ran laterally, realized he couldn't get it, then turned his trajectory toward the wall. And by the time he got there, Sepulveda was cruising into second and did not slow down. Now Justin Trimble, the batter, with the runner at third, nobody out, and swings over the first one, a foul ball. So a triple for Alex Sepulveda to lead off. And nobody out. Tying run at third. Ridgefield only has one triple this year as a team coming into today. The 0-1 pitch to Trimble is a called strike. That was in Bend when Safea Mawai hit a ball to left field and advanced to third on a throw, which, okay, technically it should have been a double. I'll grant you that. But it was ruled a triple. The score gave him the benefit of the doubt. So in the books, in the box score, it's an RBI triple for Safea Mawai and is the only triple Ridgefield has this whole season. But Sepulveda gets one here. He's at third. Now a 1-2 count to Justin Trimble with nobody out bottom of the third. Kurzman comes with a fastball inside, and that evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes to Justin Trimble. 5 days ago, he had a home run in Bend off the scoreboard in right field. Really well hit ball for Trim. Left-handed batter, 2-2 pitches in, ball 3. Sepulveda at third, good speed for Alex. And he shows it there. Rounding 3/4 of the bases, getting to third. Now a payoff pitch to Justin Trimble. Left-hander waits, swings, ground ball first base side. Stepping on the bag is Harper Huang. And he looks Sepulveda back to third as Huang fielded right next to the pillow and just stepped on the bag in that same motion and gets the unassisted put out. And now Will Chambers, the batter. Well, he has seen one pitch today. He led off last inning with a double and later scored as Ridgefield tied the game. But now they're down 3-2, but he's got a chance to get the game-tying RBI. First pitch to him is down and in. He would also remove the status of being the losing pitcher right now, as he is the starter today and his team is down. But if he gets the RBI, he would no longer be the pitcher of record thanks to his own bat. The 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0. Chambers, who is hitting .260 on the year in exactly 100 at-bats in West Coast League play, and his first pitching performance of the year today. The 2-0 to Chambers is on the outside edge, 2-1. Sepulveda not being held on at third, but Takahashi close to the bag, taking a short lead off there. Middle infielders playing in normal positioning. Here's the 2-1. It swung on, and Chambers gets his hands in on it and fouls it to the first base side. And strike two on the Valverde, California native. Outfielder shifted a touch towards the left side. 310 down the lines here at the Rourke. 360 feet to the alleys. And a straightaway center field wall that does not get any further in dead center. 2-2 pitch swung on off his foot, and Chambers fouls it off his ankle. And he is pretty ginger with that foul ball right off his leg. That's his lead foot when pitching. Or his plant foot, I mean, the one he pushes off with from the rubber. His right leg, or the one, he's a left-handed pitcher, so that's the one he'd land with out in front coming towards home, and he's got his hands on his knees, hoping he can stay through this game and just get through the at-bat here. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Fouled it pretty hard right off his ankle on the inside part of his left foot. He's got a runner at third, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the home third inning. Mason Trees Eyes out to chat with him. Trying to get him to show some calf support and sees enough out of him to let him stay in. Will Chambers gets a good round of applause. Stays in the ball game. Chambers will have a 2-2 count from Landon Kersman, who pitched last inning, gave up the 2 runs. So the 2 pitchers who are currently in this game are facing off against each other. Will Chambers against Landon Kersman. Runner at third, 1 away. Here's the pitch. Chambers swings, and a high fly ball to center field. It won't get out of the ballpark, but it should be deep enough to score a run. The center fielder back. Gonzalez makes the catch, and Alex Sepulveda cruises in. And it's a sac fly for Will Chambers. 1 pitch after he fouled one hard off his ankle, and then he does the job with the game-tying RBI. And we're knotted up at 3 apiece. Well done, Will Chambers. So if he pitches in the 4th, he will have a tie score to work with. He gave up a home run last inning, a solo shot to give Redmond the lead. He comes back and makes up for it with the sac fly. Riley McCarthy is next, and the opening pitcher this at-bat is outside. McCarthy, who has 79 at-bats on the year, 30 hits. Really good start to the summer for Riley McCarthy. Second on the team in batting average at .380. McCarthy steps back in after taking another ball. It's 2-0 with 2 down now. Bottom of the 3rd. The next pitch to him is swung on and fouled away in a 2-1 count to McCarthy. Outfielders playing straight up under the sun here. Same for the infielders with the shadows lengthening. Here's the 2-1 to McCarthy. It is taken on the inside corner. The pitcher, Kersman's shadow, halfway to first base, lengthening out about 12 feet from the mound with the sun setting at his back. He's the left-handed pitcher with his back to the third base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Riley McCarthy. The fastball is low, ball 3, full count with the bases empty. Sepulveda scoring after his leadoff triple to begin this inning, and Will Chambers brought him in. The payoff pitch to McCarthy is swung on, hit hard to left field. T. Condor going back. He's running out of room. McCarthy hits it off the top of the wall. He's running into second base and is there standing up. It's a 2-out double off the top of the fence for Riley McCarthy. That ball almost got out of here near the top of the wall. The wind did not help a whole lot or at all, but he got a lot of that fastball and doubles it off the fence. Go-ahead run in scoring position for Tyler Howard. Howard walked and scored in the second inning. Now looking for the go-ahead RBI. Ridgefield has not led yet today. First pitch to Howard is taken down the middle, strike one. McCarthy at second base after his double, 3-3 tie, bottom of the third. 0-1 the count from Kurzman, and the fastball down. And ball one to to Tyler Howard with his future college teammate Riley McCarthy at second base, a pair of Portland Pilots. Right now, the only on the field for the Raptors. One the runner at second, and one the current hitter. Kurzman from the stretch, a 1-1 pitch upcoming to Howard. And the curveball hit up the middle towards short, fielded by Flippo, and he throws over to first in time. And that puts away the side. Ridgefield leaves a runner at second, but they do score the tying run with Will Chambers plating the RBI sac fly to tie the game. And it looks like he will come back out to pitch in the fourth. Tie score 3-3.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Will Chambers keeps on throwing for the Ridgefield Raptors, starting pitcher and DH. And he's got a tie score through 3 innings from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex from Ridgefield, Washington. The visiting Redmond Dudes have 3 runs on 4 hits and no errors, and the Ridgefield Raptors with 3 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. To the top of the fourth, Will Chambers back out there, having given up 1 unearned run and 2 earned. And facing the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Dudes here in the 4th inning. Jake Coper, the batter, the catcher for the Dudes today. First pitch from Chambers is on the inside edge, strike 1. Chambers pitched a scoreless 2nd inning and just 1 solo home run, the only damage in the 3rd. That gave the Dudes the lead, but Ridgefield came back with a run in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's a swinging strike to Coper. And it's 0-2. And Chambers had the sac fly to tie the game last half inning. Now back on the mound. There's no balls and 2 strikes. Chambers from the stretch throws in a fastball, line drive down the third base side, lands even with the bag and in foul ground. Keeps the count at 0-2 to Coper, who led off the 2nd inning as well. The one scoreless inning that Chambers has thrown, and he began that inning with a strikeout of Coper. Now facing Coper again, the 0-2 pitch hit high to left center field. Sepulveda running back should have a play on it. Backpedals a couple more steps and into the warning track, makes the catch. Leadoff fly out to Sepulveda. And there's 1 away here in the 4th.
The second baseman, Ryan Oka.
Ryan Oka, the batter, with 1 away, tie score. A lot of offense this year for the Ridgefield Raptors, which leads the league in batting average this year, just like they did most of last year. A called strike to Oka. And it's 0-1. The next pitch is just high, ball one. Last year, Ridgefield just the same. Led the league almost the whole year in batting average. Ben just overtook him right at the end of the year. 1-1 pitches, pop foul, and an 0-2 count. But one of the leaders for Ridgefield last year was Caden Connor, an outfielder from Cal State Fullerton. Overlap with Doyle Kane. And Doyle asked me yesterday, hey, how many RBIs did Caden Connor have last year? Because he was curious what the number was. And I had to look it up. 1-2 pitch, top of the zone, taken, strike three called. Will Chambers has his fourth strikeout today. They have all been looking as he gets a little crafty with his pitches. And Will Chambers gets two straight outs here in the fourth. Top of the order, Clint Flippo, the batter. 3-3 tie here in the fourth inning. I told Doyle, I think it's 50-something RBIs, 53 maybe. I looked it up. 51 RBIs for Caden Connor last year. Flippo fouls it away on the first pitch. 51 RBIs, which led the league, and I knew that set the team record. Granted, it was just the second year of Ridgefield baseball, but a shorter season. Ridgefield played 54 games back in 2019, and this year, just 48 league games last year in a truncated season. And yet, Caden Connor set the single-season record for Ridgefield and tied the West Coast League record. Here's the 1-1 to Flippo. It's down and in. That record back in 2014 set by a Yakima Valley player, Vince Fernandez. And no player had more than 50 RBIs until last year. Caden Connor had 51. Here's a ground ball left side. Kirkpatrick has to backhand throw on the run and not in time to get Clint Flippo. It's an infield single for their shortstop, who grounds one towards his shortstop counterpart for a base hit. A two-out single, and Matt Gonzalez the batter. So Caden Connor, 51 RBIs last year. It was fun to watch him. John Peck was second in the league in RBIs, second on the team, and runs batted in. So they had the top two guys in the league, Ridgefield did last year. And there's a big gap. Connor had 51 RBIs. Next in the league was his own teammate, John Peck, with 40. That's how big the gap was. The 1-0 is lined toward short. Kirkpatrick takes a little bunny hop and catches it at eye level and gets the line-out grab to end the inning. One hit, no runs, no errors, and a runner left on first for the Redmond Dudes in the fourth inning. And not too much off of Will Chambers recently. He has a tie score 3-3. And the Raptors will come to the plate with the tie score in the fourth inning when we return.
A 380 batting average is like using Dawn as your mortgage lender. She has over 30 years rounding the bases to a new home and loves helping families build their dreams. Know anyone buying their first home? Would you like to make a cash offer on your next purchase? Evergreen Home Loans can help with several loan options. Call Dawn today to get started. 360-608-7438. Again, that's 360-608-7438. She would love to send you home. Go Raptors!
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Applies to passenger cars, SUVs, and light trucks only.
We're on the bottom of the fourth inning for the Ridgefield Raptors. Steven Espinoza will be the batter. In a tie contest, Ridgefield has not yet come to the plate today when the score is tied. That changes now. Now, Ridgefield has tied the score in the middle of an inning, but they have not come up to the plate for their first at-bat of a half inning with a tie score. Now, in the fourth, they do so. Espinoza takes a ball outside from Landon Kurzman. When the Ridgefield Raptors came to the plate in the first inning, they were down 2-0. Same score in the bottom of the second. They tied it that inning. Here's the 1-0 to Espinoza. Ground ball, third base side, just foul. Fielded by Takahashi. He throws over to first, but no play. Foul ball. And a 1-1 count to Espinoza. Ridgefield tied it in the bottom of the second, but by the time they came up in the third inning, they were down again, 3-2. Now they tied it again in the third inning, and then Will Chambers pitches a scoreless fourth, and so Ridgefield comes up to the plate, tie score. First time they've done that in the home fourth inning. They have out-hit Redmond today, 6-5. Here's the 1-1 to Espinoza, barrels it up to left field, tailing towards the foul line. It lands a fair ball, and one hops the wall. Steven Espinoza stutters around first, decides to go for second, and gets in there standing up. It's a leadoff double for Steven Espinoza. It's the third consecutive inning that the Ridgefield Raptors have led off the inning with an extra base hit. A leadoff double for Chambers in the second, a leadoff triple for Sepulveda in the third, a leadoff double for Espinoza in the fourth. Each time that leadoff extra base hit has led to a run. Chambers, Sepulveda have both scored. Now Espinoza trying to do the same. Kirkpatrick at the plate, and Nate fouls it back to begin this at-bat. Nobody out, bottom of the fourth. Go-ahead run is at second base. Steven Espinoza with the double. Good piece of work for the San Jose State Spartan. To line it to left field, landed fair by about maybe 5 to 6 feet, maybe a little more, and hit the top of the wall on a bounce. 0-1 pitch is down and in just over the shoe tops of Kirkpatrick. He had an infield single in the second inning. He's been hitting pretty well lately. Was below the 100 benchmark, but has 7 hits in his last 6 games. Got himself up to the 180 batting average. The 1-1 pitch is fouled away by Nate Kirkpatrick out of the Langley, British Columbia area near Vancouver. Technically grew up in White Rock in British Columbia, the only Canadian we have on the team this year. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Landon Kurzman. Comes back with a fastball, and Kirkpatrick does a good job of fouling it away. Brian, did you have any Canadians on the team in 2019 the whole year? Yeah. So that means that Nate Kirkpatrick is the first international player in team history. We didn't have any last year. Just realized that. How do you do, Nate Kirkpatrick? 1-2 the count from Landon Kurzman. Bottom of the fourth. Fastball. Kirkpatrick bloops it into shallow center field. That'll land for a base hit. And the international flair from Nate Kirkpatrick. A little base hit to center field. He's 2 for 2. Puts runners on the corners with nobody out in a tie score. Bottom of the fourth. Top of the order coming up. Jake Sukana comes in out of the University of Portland. He already had the 2 RBI base hit to tie the game. Now you could have the go-ahead RBI. That's the fun part of having Brian Slyke in the booth. I can ask him questions about the only one season of Raptors history I wasn't here for, and so between the two of us, we've covered a lot of Raptors history. A strike outside of Sukata, and it's 0-1. Bottom of the fourth inning. Sukata at the plate, 1 for 2 on the day. The 0-1 pitch to him is swung on. Line drive towards the second baseman. One hops him and then off his glove. Into right field. Espinoza scores. Kirkpatrick back to second. It's an error, but still an RBI for Jake Sukata as Espinoza came down the line to score. And the Raptors take their first lead of the game. That moves Kirkpatrick up to second base. Espinoza scored. It's an RBI error for Jake Sukata. Ground ball. Would have scored the run even had the error not been committed. So Sukata gets the run batted in. And now Latif Wakil, the batter, with runners in first and second, and there is still nobody out. Kurzman from the stretch. First pitch. Breaking ball high and tight. And ball 1 to Wakil, who is 1 for 2 today. Ridgefield hitting well, up to 8 hits now in the ball game, and 4 runs, taking the first advantage of the evening. The second pitch to Wakil, ground ball up the middle into center field, base hit. Nate Kirkpatrick around third. He got the wave around, and then a late change of mind by Chris Cota And it was probably the correct call as that throw in from center field, a good one from Gonzalez. And with nobody out, no reason to risk it, and Kirkpatrick holds up at third base. And it loads the bases on a base hit by Latif Wakil. He's 2 for 3. And now the bases are juiced with Sukata at second, Wakil at first, Kirkpatrick at third, and Alex Sepulveda, the hitter. Nobody out. Ridgefield could break the game open here in the 4th inning. Sepulveda takes his strike to begin the at-bat. Justin Trimble is on deck. And Alex Sepulveda at the plate. Outfield shifted a bit towards the left side. Infield playing double play depth. 0-1 pitches outside. Corner infielders even with the bag. In fact, first baseman Huang is maybe a half step in front of first base and off the line by about 3 big strides. Third baseman Takahashi within arm's distance of third base. 1-1 to Sepulveda. Gets under it and fouls it into the second pane down the right side off the netting, and Nick Allen gets a little jog down the right field side. To go retrieve that foul ball. 1-2 the count to Sepulveda with nobody out here in the 4th. Kersman kicks and a fastball. Sepulveda chases it and strikes out swinging, unable to get that fastball away. And there's one out here in the 4th. Justin Trimble, the batter. This inning began with Steven Espinosa's double to the left field wall on one bounce. Nate Kirkpatrick followed it up with a single. Jake Sukata hit a ground ball that scored Espinosa. And he also reached on the play, and then Latif Wakil singled. Trimble takes a ball down and away. It's 1-0. So the first 4 guys of this inning all reach to take a 1-run lead, and the bases loaded, but then a strikeout. 1 away for Justin Trimble. Left-handed batter out of Arroyo Grande, California. Not too far of a drive from Santa Barbara, where he plays his college ball. Takes a strike, and it's 1-1. 1 out for Trim, who has spent 1 year so far at UC Santa Barbara. Heading back for his 2nd year this upcoming fall, and of course the spring season. The 1-1 pitch to Trim is taken down, ball 2. Already the 6th hitter to come to the plate this inning, only 1 out. Outfield playing him straight up. Left-handed batter, some good pull side power, and it can go opposite way. The 2-1 pitch to him is taken down the middle, strike 2. Will Chambers on deck. Nobody throwing in the bullpen right now. Cooper Ron's walking around, but he's the starting pitcher tomorrow as Ridgefield begins a 3-game series against the Elks. 2-2 pitch to Trimble. He hits it off the small part of the bat and a foul ball directly behind home plate. And keeps it a 2-2 count to Justin Trimble. He hammered a ball 5 days ago in that home run against Bend. Hit the top of the scoreboard and dented the scoreboard. Right where it says Bend Elks on the letter L in Elks. There's a dent there. You can go see it next time you go to Vince Scanna Stadium. 2-2 pitch. He went halfway around on the 2-2. Are they going to appeal? Because it got close to a swing there, but no appeal. And now an appeal and no swing. Held back. And a 3-2 count to Justin Trimble. He walloped a ball to lead off the 7th inning. Ridgefield ended up losing that game by 1, but Trimble made it close. At the top of the scoreboard, that Bend Elks logo at the top half out in right center. Here's the 3-2. Trimble grounds it to the first baseman. Oka jumps, fields, throws to first, and throws home to get the force out at the plate. And every runner advances as Kirkpatrick slid in, and the rubber turf part actually comes up on the head-first slide. The batter's box folded over itself, but they are able to flip it back down, and we're all good to go. That's the maintenance you need in a turf field sometimes. Just push it back. We're good to go. So it's a fielder's choice. 2 down, bases remain loaded. Huang to Kepper, and it's a 3-2 put-out fielder's choice. And the bases remain loaded. Kirkpatrick forced out at home. Sukata to third, Wakil at second, Trimble at first, and Chambers at the plate. Takes a strike, bases loaded, a one-run lead. He could give the pitcher some run support, and oh yes, that pitcher is himself. He has pitched the first 4 innings and done decently well, allowing 3 runs, only 2 of them earned. The 0-1 to Chambers is swung on and fouls it off his ankle again. Oh, goodness. He's already done it once today. And now he fouls another pitch off his foot, and he immediately goes down to his, well, not to his knees, puts his hand on his knees. He's smiling and laughing about it. This one wasn't quite as bad as the first one. That one rocketed directly off the bone. This one still pretty bad. I'm sure that hurt, but he is quicker to kind of flash a smile. The impressive part was last time he fouled off his ankle, the very next pitch, he had a deep fly ball for a sac fly. And that tied the game. Now, since then, his teammates have picked him up to take the lead, and he's got a chance to break the game open with one big swing. Bases loaded. There are 2 outs and 2 strikes on the switch-hitting, pitching slugger. Hey, even Shohei Ohtani's not a switch hitter, so Will Chambers got one thing over Shohei. Eat your heart out, Shohei. Look at what Will can do. Already got a double and a sac fly on the day. Landon Kersman from the stretch. Outfield playing fairly deep. Kind of pinched towards the middle, off the lines a bit. The 0-2 to Will Chambers is a breaking ball outside, and ball 1. 7th hitter to come up this inning, but Ridgefield has scored just 1 run. Could leave the bases loaded. And bases loaded, nobody out. Have scored 1. There's the 1-2 to Chambers, almost swings. He holds back, and the correct decision as that one runs outside, ball 2. McCarthy on deck. Riley hopes to step in with a multiple-run lead this inning. If Chambers can reach. Batting from the right side, the 2-2 pitch is at the bottom of the zone. And Kersman gets out of it with just 1 run scored. A strikeout looking to end the 4th inning. Ridgefield does score 1 to take the lead. And Chambers will move from the batter's box out to the mound to pitch in the 5th inning when we return. For the first time, he will pitch with a lead, 4-3.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, careers retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
Well, Will Chambers back out there in the top of the 5th inning. He could be the winning pitcher today if he finishes this inning and if Ridgefield holds on to the lead. A 4-3 advantage over the Redmond Dudes. Chambers' first pitch of the 5th inning has popped up off the bat of Teague Conder. On the infield, Nate Kirkpatrick under, and he puts it away. First pitch and a can of corn for Nate Kirkpatrick. Good start to the 5th inning. And Chambers gets a leadoff putout on 1 pitch. Chambers had endured the first inning, which is the only multiple run inning of the day. 2 runs that frame, only 1 of them earned, and then 1 run in the 3rd. Chambers has now thrown 83 pitches on the day. First pitch is a strike to Shun Takahashi, and then misses outside for ball 1. With one out, the base is empty. Takahashi grounds one to third base. Just past the bag, Espinoza fields, throws a bit high. Trimble reaches up, and Justin keeps his cleat on the bag and puts it away. Ground out to the third baseman, and there's quickly 2 down here in the 5th inning. Espinoza fielding behind the pillow and through in time, just a bit high, but Trimble uses all of his 6'4" frame and puts that one away. The first pitch to Harper Huang is outside, ball 1 to Huang, who has singled and homered today. The 1-0 pitch is hit high to right center field. Sepulveda going over, not too deep, running into the gap, and he drops the ball in right center field in front of the warning track. Huang gets to second and holds there. Sepulveda had to run a long ways to get there, and then once he camped, never looked comfortable with it, and drops the ball. And probably be E8. Is that what you're thinking, Cage? Yeah, error on the center fielder. And it'll put a runner on second base. Indy Anderson, the batter. Chambers will keep on throwing. Up to 92 pitches on the day, which might be a season high for any Ridgefield pitcher. I'd have to double check, but he's up there. First pitch is a liner and into right center field. Anderson puts one that'll roll all the way to the wall and score the tying run. Harper Huang comes around from second. Anderson swaps places with him. It's a first pitch RBI double to right center field, and this ball game is tied again. So 4-4 is the score, and Josh Parks comes in to hit against Will Chambers. A little bit of activity in the Ridgefield bullpen, but Chambers going to keep going, and then they want to make an appeal and see if the runner didn't touch third base, and safe is the call. And so Harper Huang did touch third base before coming around home, and so the run does count. 4-4 tie. Chambers ready to go. And the first pitch to Parks is a called strike, top of the zone. No balls, 1 strike from Will Chambers. Kicks and comes back with the 0-1. Dots up the outside corner, strike 2. Good form on the appeal by Chambers to step on the rubber, step off, which is a live ball, and you have to make an appeal in a live ball scenario, and Chambers requested the appeal. You don't always see pitchers do it right. I've seen a run score on that sort of play on an appeal. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Josh Parks goes down swinging. Will Chambers ends the inning, allowing just 1 unearned run, and he finishes the inning with a strikeout. Tie ball game. And we head to the bottom of the 5th inning here from the Rourke.
Are you looking for a career that's team-oriented with great pay and great benefits? Then look no further than C-Tran. We're looking for individuals to join our team. We offer paid vacations, holidays, and sick days, plus exceptional medical and dental coverage, educational assistance, a paid fitness program, careers retirement, and so much more. Be a part of C-Tran's diverse family, where we put the care back in career. Check us out at c-tran.com/careers.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
We'll get to the bottom of the 5th inning here from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. And Riley McCarthy is coming to the plate in a tie ball game. Ridgefield hoping to get the lead back here in the 5th. After one run to tie the game, this lead has changed a couple of times here, and now back to a tie score. Aiden McCann onto the mound for the Redmond Dudes, and a first pitch fastball induces a swing and a miss from McCarthy on the high heater, and it's 0-1 to the Vancouver native. Ridgefield scoring 2 runs in the 2nd, 1 run in the 3rd, 1 run in the 4th, and left the bases loaded last inning. Here's the 0-1. McCarthy pops it foul behind home plate. In 3 consecutive innings, Ridgefield has led off with an extra base hit. A double, a triple, a double in the last 3 innings. So a tall order for McCarthy to keep that string going. Now, though he does have an extra base hit today, it was not in a leadoff situation. The 0-2 pitch is high and away, ball 1. He had the double in the 3rd inning, but was stranded there. He's 1 for 2 today. So a lot of extra base hits today for Ridgefield. 4 of them on the ball game. Next pitch to McCarthy, swung on into left center field. That might get down. Indeed it does. In front of Condor, and McCarthy will stop at first base. And a leadoff single for Riley McCarthy. Not an extra base hit to start an inning, but that's pretty good. Leadoff base hit will do the job. And Tyler Howard comes up. So 4 straight innings with a base hit. 3 of them for extra bases. And Ridgefield does have a base hit in every inning. 10 hits on the day, and we're only in the 5th inning. But Ridgefield it doesn't have a lead at all. Tie score. First pitch to Howard is a called strike. Redmond with 6 hits today to Ridgefield's 10. Howard at the plate, he has a walk and a ground out to his name today. 1 run scored. Middle infielders towards double play territory. A throw over to first, and McCarthy gets back. Having dive back into first. Tyler Howard puts the bat over his shoulder and prepares for McCann's 0-1 offering. The right-hander throws over to first again and got him picked off. And McCarthy is taken out at first base, and a snap throw from McCann. And McCarthy looking into the sun, unable to get back on a good pickoff move from Aiden McCann. And a 1-3 put out at first base. So 1 away here in the 5th inning. Tyler Howard now with the bases empty, and the 0-1 pitch is outside for ball 1 with 1 out. The sun setting behind us here. We'll get fully under the horizon in about a half hour as Howard takes a called strike. It's 1-2. Nice day here in Ridgefield towards the end of this evening. It'll look real pleasant here as it was pretty hot towards the afternoon, still pretty high temperatures. 1-2 to Howard. It's down and away. At the moment, it is 86 here in Ridgefield. Sunset at 8:48. We'll get up to 99 tomorrow. 2-2 pitch. Howard gets under it. High fly ball to right field. Josh Parks running towards the line. Looking up for it. Reaches out, and he makes the catch while losing his ball cap. And out number 2 here in the 5th inning. 99 degrees tomorrow, 96 on Wednesday, 97 on Thursday. And does not get colder from there. Friday 95, Saturday 93, then finally gets under the 90-degree mark. And by next week, highs in the low 80s and even a 76-degree high on next Wednesday, next week. Now to the plate with 2 down and the base is empty. Steven Espinoza watches a strike on the outside edge. Ridgefield has a base hit in every inning, but could bring up the minimum here in this frame for the first time. Bottom of the 5th, 2 down. The 0-1 is taken for a strike. 0-2 to Espinoza, who has a double and is 1 for 2 today. Went 1 for 4 in his last game. Played Friday against Cowlitz. Got the start. 0-2 pitch, he fouls it back. And stays alive with an 0-2 count. Nobody throwing right now in the Ridgefield bullpen. Might be Will Chambers to keep on going in the 6th. How long is he going to go? You got some good length on him. The 0-2 to Espinoza is down, ball 1. McCann comes set, the right-handed pitcher. The 1-2 to Espinoza, swung on and fouled back again. Espinoza stays alive. 1-2 the count, with the shadows covering most of the infield now. The mound is shrouded in the shadows, and the pitcher, McCann, has his pants in the shadows, but not his shoulders and head. The 1-2 pitch to Espinoza, swung on and goes over it. Strike 3 swinging, and Aiden McCann faces the minimum in the 5th inning. A single and a pickoff, and no runs in for the Raptors. The score remains tied through 5 innings. 4-4 is the mark. The Raptors back out into the field when we return.
Ridgefield Main Street is working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing the economic opportunities for businesses located in our downtown. Follow Pioneer Street West to experience the heart of Ridgefield. At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
Will Chambers does come back out for the Ridgefield Raptors in the top of the 6th. Will Chambers has brought a lot of fun for the Ridgefield Raptors over the last 2 seasons, hitting home runs, talking it up with the fans, making good plays with the bat, leading the league in home runs. He's added a new chapter to his book by pitching today. Starting pitcher, he's into the 6th inning. Tie game 4-4. And Chambers back to work. Jake Coper first pitch to him. Skies a high fly ball to left field. Riley McCarthy back near the warning track. Stops his momentum and makes the catch. McCarthy puts it away. And 1 pitch, 1 out, just like last inning when Will Chambers got a put out to begin the inning on the first pitch. He is up to, let's see here, 93 pitches, if I'm reading that right there, Cage. We'll double check that. Ryan Oka, the batter. And Will Chambers back to the bump with 1 out. First pitch is a called strike. And the 0-1 pitch line right back over Chambers' head. And a single into center field. And a base hit for Tyler Miller, the pinch hitter there. And so Miller comes in and gets the base hit right over Will Chambers' head. And a 1-out single for Miller turns the lineup over Clint Flippo, the batter. After the first pitch fly out, then a single. Middle infielders towards the bag. First pitch to Flippo, lined into right field. Coming in is Wakil. He will make a sliding catch, throw to first, not get the double play, but a nice snag by Latif Wakil to run in, slide in feet first, and grab it just before it hit the turf. Retires Clint Flippo on a fly out to the right field side. So 96 pitches, I think, now for Will Chambers, getting towards the century mark, if that's right. It says 62 strikes and 34 balls, so yeah, 96 pitches. Will Chambers getting up there. First pitch is high to Matt Gonzalez. The Ridgefield record, at least in a West Coast League game, Joey Martin back in 2019 threw 119 pitches one time for the Ridgefield Raptors. Joey, who came back last year and pitched for Ridgefield. And had the season high that year as well, had 3 games with 99 pitches or more back in 2019. The 2-0 pitch is taken for a strike to Matt Gonzalez. 2-1 the count, 2 down. And so Will Chambers up to 99. Here's the 100th pitch on the day for Chambers, and it's swung on and fouled back. So Will Chambers becomes the 4th pitcher in team history to reach the century mark. Twice by Joey Martin, once by Peter Allegro, and now Will Chambers etches his name into the history books and Raptors team history. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, trying to finish the 6th inning, and just misses the outside edge. Makes the count full. Shows 85 in the radar gun. Still got it, firing that heater. Chambers shakes off Howard, and now they settle on the pitch. The full count delivery. Breaking ball hit towards the third base side. Espinoza gloves, goes over to first. A little low. Trimble picks it out and retires the side. A scoreless inning for Will Chambers. He has not allowed an earned run since the 3rd inning. And the score remains tied 4-4 on just 1 hit and 1 left aboard here in the 6th inning. We head on to the bottom half of the 6th. 4-4 tie from the Rourke.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Well, Nate Kirkpatrick will lead off for the Ridgefield Raptors in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Tie score 4-4 against the Redmond Dudes. Beautiful day here in Ridgefield as Kirkpatrick takes his strike. Shadows over almost the entirety of the infield. Well, the green part, the green turf, but the right side infielders still in the sun, as are all of the outfielders. 0-1 to Kirkpatrick is outside, ball 1. Nick Kirkpatrick has singled twice today. Had a 3-hit game against Bellingham recently and now has 9 hits in his last 7 games. Pretty consistent lately. 1-1 pitch is fouled back. And he's an incoming freshman. It's not easy for a guy like Nate Kirkpatrick, 18-year-old, just finished high school actually a year ago, then took a gap year. Canadians finish high school a year earlier than Americans do. So he waits a year and now will head to St. Mary's College this fall. That's 1 ball and 2 strikes from Aiden McCann. The next pitch is outside, 2-2. And if you're an incoming freshman in this league, you don't have any college experience to even be, in a starting role or, middle of the road hitter is impressive, because that's before you get 2 or 3 years of college baseball under your belt, like a lot of these guys have. 2-2 offering to Kirkpatrick, swings and misses strike 3. He's 2 for 3 on the day now with a leadoff strikeout here in the 6th inning. And for the first time since the 1st inning, Ridgefield does not get the leadoff man aboard. Jake Sukata, who had the go-ahead RBI in the 4th inning, and is 1 for 3 on the ball game. And has 3 runs batted in. Had the tying RBIs in the 2nd, the go-ahead RBI in the 4th. Now the game is tied again. He takes inside for a ball. Only way he gets another RBI here is to smack a home run, which would be his first as a Ridgefield Raptor. But he could get on base trying to score the go-ahead run later on this inning. 1-0 offering is high. 2-0 from Aiden McCann here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Ridgefield coming off a loss yesterday in Cowlitz, and even though this is not a league game, would be good just to see a victory on the board and head into the Bend series with a win. As Sukana gets the barrel on it. High fly ball to center field. Matt Gonzalez going back to the right center wall, and that ball is gone. Jake Sukana gets his first home run as a Ridgefield Raptor. He gets the go-ahead RBI again. A solo shot to right center field. Say hello to Jake Sukana. Well, I said if he gets a home run here, it'd be his first as a Raptor, and maybe Jake heard me. I didn't think I was talking that loud. But down at the batter's box, he takes one to right center, nearly over the batter's eye, just to the right of that green wall and straightaway center. And a solo one-out home run, and the Raptors retake the lead 5-4. Jake Sukata taking one deep. He didn't have a home run this year at Portland, now has one with the Ridgefield Raptors. First pitch to Wakeel is inside for a ball. Sukata just takes one, and it's not the short porch out in right field. I mean, it's somewhat easy to home run. Well, easy is a relative term, but that was a real home run, not just a little pop-up with the wind. That was over the right center wall as Wakeel fouls one back. Well hit right off the barrel to the 360 mark, and Sukata leaves the yard for a solo home run. And that does mean Will Chambers is the pitcher of record again. He has pitched 6 innings and has the lead. The 5-4 lead now for the Raptors. A called strike on Wakeel. It's 1-2. Now there is somebody in the Ridgefield bullpen, so Will Chambers might be done here after 6 innings, and he has done plenty. The pitch inside to Wakeel. It is ball 2, and Brian Slyke gives me a little note here. So UP actually played a college game here, and they played their 2020 season. Oh, the renovations, yeah. So Jake Sukata, one college home run. Wakeel swings over the 2-2 and just got a piece to stay alive. So 1 out and base is empty. And so Portland back in that 2020 season, it was shortened anyways, plus the renovations. So they were playing here at the Rourke, and Jake Sukata had a home run that year, which is, to this date, his only college home run, and now gets a collegiate summer league home run at the same ballpark. Here in the bottom of the 6th, then it's the go-ahead RBI. He's got 4 RBIs today. The 2-2 to Wakeel, fouled back. He had a 2 RBI single in the first inning, the first 2 runs batted in of the game for the Raptors, and that tied the score. A go-ahead RBI in the 4th on a ground out, and then the solo home run to reclaim the lead in the 6th. Clutch hitting each time. And it was a 2-out RBI, 2 RBI single in the 2nd to get Ridgefield on the board. Wakeel takes another one low, ball 3. Full count, 1 out, bases loaded. Ridgefield with 11 hits now on the ball game in the home 6th inning. McCann, the lanky right-hander from the stretch. Payoff is swung on, hit off the hands. And behind home plate to continue this at-bat for Latif Wakeel. He's had a good day as well. Has a stolen base, 2 base hits, 2 singles right back up the middle on each occasion. He's played in the last 3 non-league games and has a hit in each one. 2 base hits today. 2 for 3. Here's the full count offering to him. It's inside, ball 4. Good at-bat for Latif Wakeel, and he earns that walk. We'll bring up Alex Sepulveda with 1 away. Ridgefield trying for some distance here. Have only led by 1 run today. They've only had 1 lead, and even that lead was canceled out the following half inning. Now they have a 1-run lead again. Aiden McCann comes home to Sepulveda and throws a strike. There is some activity in the Ridgefield bullpen. I believe that's Chandler DeYoung out there, but I'll have to double check when he comes in. The 0-1 to Sepulveda is outside for a ball. So DeYoung most likely will be the first reliever out of the pen for one of the longer starts this whole season for the Ridgefield Raptors. 6 innings for Will Chambers. 1-1 to Alex Sepulveda. With one out, he swung on and fouled away. And the only time this year the Ridgefield pitcher has gotten to 100 pitches on the summer. And if you asked me before the season who was going to do it, I don't know who I would have guessed. It would not have been Will Chambers. I know that much. Would not have guessed him. But it kind of makes sense. He doesn't throw that hard, so it's not as hard on the arm, and you can just groove it in there and eat up some innings here in a non-league contest. Another pickoff move, and Wakil just barely got back to first. McCann picked off a runner last inning. 1-2 the count to Sepulveda, one away in the home sixth inning. Justin Trimble on deck for the Raptors, and Sepulveda at the plate. It was 1 for 3 with a triple. McCann looks off, and Wakil refuses to get back to the bag despite the bluff throw from Aiden McCann. Wakil stays right there, taking his lead from first. Here's the throw to Sepulveda, gets under and fouls it back. Sepulveda 3 for 3 yesterday. A double, he scored a run at 2 RBIs. Very first pitch he saw got an RBI single after coming in as a pinch runner. I want to thank some of our fine sponsors here at the Ridgefield Raptors, including Les Schwab Tires. They're proud to sponsor the Raptors. When you need tires, wheels, and safety services, Les Schwab is here for you. Visit leschwab.com or stop in your local Southwest Washington store. Our thanks to Les Schwab Tire. Runner at first, one out, 1-2 the count to Sepulveda. Ridgefield taking a one-run lead this frame. McCann from the stretch, and a breaking ball gets a swing and a foul tap from Sepulveda back to the backstop. McCann is a somewhat similar stretch position to Charlie Royal, the pitcher for the Ridgefield Raptors. Very closed stretch where the lead foot is out in front of the right foot, so his chest not just facing third base, but really more towards the shortstop almost. 1-2 pitch is outside, ball 2 to Sepulveda. At least for Charlie Royal, it helps him not fly open, kind of come wide with that lead shoulder and yank the ball outside or towards the first base side. And perhaps the same thing with Aiden McCann, that closed off position from the stretch. 2-2 pitch, Sepulveda swings and just misses it, strike 3. And there's 2 down here in the 6th inning. Justin Trimble will be the batter with a runner at first. Like I said, Ridgefield coming off a loss. It was a rubber match to Cowlitz, and they led by 5 late in the ballgame. They led 8-3 into the bottom of the 8th, and they led 9-4 at that point, and then allowed 5 runs to tie the game in the 8th inning. Trimble launches one on the first pitch. That's got some carry to the track, to the wall. See you later. Justin Trimble takes one over the right center wall. Second home run of this inning for the Raptors. This one puts him up by 3 thanks to Justin Trimble. Two-run jack for Justin Trimble. And the UC Santa Barbara Gaucho launches one for his 4th homer of the year. Trimble gives the Raptors their biggest lead of the game, and now the DH/pitcher, Will Chambers, steps in. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. So Chambers is the pitcher of record now, and with a 3-run lead, the likelihood of him picking up his first win as a Raptor is looking a little bit more likely here. Although I don't think he will come out to pitch the 7th, but we'll see. Aiden McCann's 0-1 is down the pipe for strike 2. Chambers has had a good day on both sides. 6 innings on the mound, 2 earned runs. So his ERA would be 3 if I'm doing my math correctly. 6 divided by 9 multiplied by 2, or, whatever the 6 over 9. You get the idea. Be 3, because half that. Chambers takes a strike, and he's down on strikes looking. Still has a double and a sac fly today, and is he going to come out and pitch again? He's taking off the batting helmet and walking out towards the mound. I don't see anyone coming in from the bullpen. We'll see if Chambers stays in. It's a 7-4 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors as we head to the 7th inning here from the Rourke.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban, or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com. A 380 batting average is like using Dawn as your mortgage lender. She has over 30 years rounding the bases to a new home and loves helping families build their dreams. Know anyone buying their first home? Would you like to make a cash offer on your next purchase? Evergreen Home Loans can help with several loan options. Call Dawn today to get started, 360-608-7438. Again, that's 360-608-7438. She would love to send you home. Go Raptors!
Well, I'm going to repeat myself here. Will Chambers keeps on pitching into the 7th inning. And Will Chambers is going to keep on going here for the Ridgefield Raptors. And he does have a 3-run margin to work with, a 7-4 lead. 1-0 count, and the next pitch is popped up right side. Justin Trimble working back the first baseman gloves and gets the out. Keeps the pitch count a little lower. Not that it's that low, but Chambers keeps on going. He's not throwing that hard, and his arm seems to feel good, and I think they're going to pull him and give him a little standing ovation here. Is Chris Cota going to give him a walk-off, pull him in the middle of an inning to give him an ovation? That makes sense to me. Chambers gets the out on his 104th pitch of the day, and Chris Cota, his former college coach and second-year summer league coach, comes out to have a chat and maybe get him a round of applause to walk off the field, unless they leave him in. But I think this is it for Will Chambers. 6 1/3 innings, just 2 earned runs, a 3-run lead. That'll do it for Will Chambers. Will Chambers doffs the cap to the crowd, and a well-earned round of applause for the slugger, DH, do-it-all man who goes into the 7th inning, gets a leadoff pop-out to begin the 7th on his 104th pitch of the day, and it's up to Chandler DeYoung to take over from here. 7-4 lead. We'll come back after this.
Ridgefield Main Street supports the Raptors and is dedicated to preserving the cultural heritage of downtown Ridgefield while advocating for its future. See you downtown and at ridgefieldmainstreet.com.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now, what are you waiting for? Apply today.
What a day for Will Chambers and the Ridgefield Raptors, 7-4 lead. And Chambers' day in the box score will look good. It looked good on the field as well. An extra base hit, 6 1/3 innings pitching, just 2 earned runs. Throws 104 pitches, gets a double, gets a sac fly that tied the game earlier, Heck of a day for Will Chambers. Now Chandler DeYoung comes in for the Raptors. And his first pitch is a strike to Shun Takahashi. One out here, and the base is empty in the 7th. Will Chambers leaves him clean for DeYoung. Misses high off the glove of Howard. Ball 1. Chandler DeYoung comes in, making another appearance. Gone 6 appearances in West Coast League play. 8 innings so far for the right-hander out of San Diego Christian. Misses for ball 2. 2-1, 1 out. Here in the top half of the 7th, a 7-4 lead for the Ridgefield Raptors on a beautiful night in Southwest Washington. 2-1 pitches line through the left side and a base hit into left field for Takahashi. And 1 out and 1 on for the Dudes. Here in the 7th, Harper Huang will be the batter. Well, congratulations to a former Ridgefield Raptor and a guy who pitched for the Raptors this summer, made a handful of appearances, pitched pretty well, and pitched all summer last year for Ridgefield. Great starting pitcher out of UC Santa Barbara. Ryan Harvey has signed with the New York Yankees today. Just official as of about a couple hours ago. And Ryan Harvey puts pen to paper and becomes a New York Yankee. Got drafted in the 11th round a week ago and now signs, makes it official. The 1-0 pitch is fouled back by Huang. Runner on first, a 1-1 count. So Ryan Harvey goes from UC Santa Barbara, plays for the Raptors 2 summers in a row, and that's the history. Ridgefield starting to get players drafted. I mean, just started as a ball club in 2019, so no major leaguers yet, but with these guys getting drafted and some pretty high draft picks, those guys will come at some point or another. With Aaron Zavala and Justin Boyd getting drafted high, and Wade Meckler as well. Ryan Harvey. 2-1 pitch to Huang is outside. 3-1. Ryan Harvey signing for a cool $210,000, the signing bonus for Ryan. So congratulations to Ryan Harvey. Good to see former Raptors get some success. 3-1 pitch is down, ball 4, and Huang walks. And Harvey was scheduled to pitch on the day he got drafted. Cooper Rons, his UCSB teammate, had to come in and make a start one day earlier than he anticipated and pitched really well in a victory over Bend last Tuesday. And now Ryan Harvey, after getting drafted that day, and he traveled to Bend and was ready to pitch if he had not gotten drafted, and so we showed up in Bend and got to congratulate him just minutes after he got drafted. And we saw him there at the hotel in Bend, and then he didn't pitch since he said, well, I guess I'm on to professional baseball now. That's how it goes in summer league ball. First pitch from DeYoung is swung on and missed by Anderson, and now swings again and misses again. 0-2. Runners in first and second, 1 out. Chandler DeYoung on the mound. Top of the 7th. The 0-2 pitch is high. The other nice thing about Will Chambers going into the 7th, keeping the bullpen fresh, Ridgefield has to take care of a lot of innings. 13 games in 13 days. And they're coming off an extra inning game as well. 1-2 pitch is fouled back. And we're right in the middle game. Usually Ridgefield plays every day but Monday. Almost every week. It's 6 games a week, no game Monday. But with a Monday game this week, that connects the 2 6-game stints, makes it a 13-game streak. So that's a lot of innings to handle on the mound. And Will Chambers eats up almost 7 of them. This ball high from DeYoung. Evens the count at 2-2. 1 out, runners in first and second. So Chandler DeYoung will try to take it another inning or 2. Maybe he's got the ball the whole way through, but at least through this inning. 2-2 pitch is popped up out of play. Huang is homered today and a single. Reached every time. A drop fly ball in the 5th inning. He has scored twice. 2 for 3 on the day. Plus a walk. Or pardon me, that's Huang who just walked. Anderson at the plate with 2 doubles on the day. 2-2 pitch is down. Ball 3. Full count to Indy Anderson. And the RBI double in the 5th inning for his second extra base hit. Full count from Chandler DeYoung. The payoff pitch is taken just off the plate, ball 4. And back-to-back walks from Chandler DeYoung. This loads the bases. He has faced 3 batters, a single and 2 walks.
Now to bat for the Redmond Dudes, the right fielder, Josh Parks.
And Josh Parks, the hitter, with 1 out. Will Chambers got the first out of this inning, and Chris Cota came out to allow him the send-off. And now DeYoung trying to work through this 7th inning. Tying run is at first base. First pitch misses. If Redmond comes back to tie it this inning, Chambers would not be the pitcher of record. He cannot get the loss, but he couldn't get the win if Redmond comes back to tie. Here's a little blooper into left field. That lands for a base hit. It'll score 1. McCarthy catches it after the first bounce, and it's an RBI single for Parks. Not well hit, but it does land in left field for a single. And that scores Takahashi. And the bases are still loaded with 1 out for the Dudes. Jake Coper, the batter, with 1 away. 7-5 is now the score, and the tying run in scoring position. If DeYoung gets out of it, and if Ridgefield never gives up the lead, then Will Chambers would be the winning pitcher. But if the game is tied at any point, even if Ridgefield comes back to win the game, Chambers would not get the win. Here's a called strike from DeYoung to Jake Coper, who's 0 for 3 today. A pair of flyouts and a strikeout, facing Chambers 3 times. And now facing DeYoung. The 0-1 from Chandler is just missing, maybe a bit high or inside. Ball 1. Ridgefield back to action tomorrow on Tuesday against Bo Sylvester and the Bend Elks here at the Rourke. The 1-1 pitch is a grounder towards second. Sukata up with it, goes to Kirkpatrick, and the throw over to first is wild. It'll score 2 runs, and this game is going to be tied, as it could have been a double play to end the inning, but Kirkpatrick throws wildly, and his pass first base goes down as a fielder's choice and an error to score the runner from third, Huang, and the runner from second, Anderson. And so 2 outs, just a runner at first. And Will Chambers will not be the winning pitcher today. A called strike on Miller, Tyler Miller, who pinch hit last inning. And the first pitch is a strike. 2 down, runner at first. He slashes a ball through the right side, base hit. Lands in front of Wakeel. And it's a 2-out single. Tie ball game now, 7-7. Miller has 2 base hits today, 2 for 2. And top of the order, Clint Flippo, the batter. Go-ahead run at second base after Ridgefield scored 3 runs last inning to take a 3-run lead. And the Dudes come back with 3 runs the very next half inning. Pitch to Flippo is a called strike. Ridgefield has 2 leads today, and they have both been wiped out the very next half inning. A 1-run lead they took in the 4th inning. A 3-run lead they took in the 6th. Neither of them lasted a half inning further. A called strike from DeYoung. It's 0-2. Redmond has had 2 different leads of their own. So both teams have had 2 leads. Both have lost those leads. Tie score. 0-2 pitch. Grounder on the third base portion and a foul ball. When Ridgefield comes up to the plate in the home half of the 7th, it'll be Riley McCarthy to lead off. Ridgefield trying to stay perfect in non-league games this year. DeYoung spikes the fastball. It's 1-2. To Clint Flippo, who scored the first run of this game back in the first inning. He is 1 for 4 today. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Chandler DeYoung. Off-speed pitch, that is. Hit foul down the right field side. And keeps the count at 1-2. Tyler Miller at first base. And Jay Coper at second, representing the go-ahead run. Base hit could give Redmond their first lead since the 3rd inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It is taken, letter high, ball 2. Soft wind towards right field, not doing too much of a difference right now. The whole field now covered in shadows. Sunset officially at 8:48 tonight, and we are 20 seconds away from that. 2-2 pitch, grounded, third base side, and foul. Indigo hues down on the right field side, across from where the sun's setting, behind our back, and no longer any trouble for the outfielders. Latif Wakeel in the shadows, as is every other fielder. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. DeYoung to the plate, breaking ball, hit on the ground towards Kirkpatrick. The shortstop gloves, underhands to Sukata, and the inning is over. Ridgefield does allow 3 runs, an unearned run to close out the inning. And Redmond comes back to tie the game. 3 runs in the 7th, all off of DeYoung, although not all of them earned. 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 error. Tie ball game 7-7 into the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch from the Rourke.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Ridgefield Main Street is working to keep our small town charm intact while enhancing the economic opportunities for businesses located in our downtown. Follow Pioneer Street West to experience the heart of Ridgefield.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban. Or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
A new ball game between the Ridgefield Raptors and the Redmond Dudes. Tie score, bottom of the 7th. 7-7 is the mark. And Riley McCarthy will lead off for the Raptors. Here in the 7th inning, him, Tyler Howard, and Espinoza are the scheduled hitters for Ridgefield. Home half of the 7th. Both teams scoring 3 runs in their most recent at-bats. And McCarthy will lead off here against Aiden McCann. First pitch is down for a ball. Only non-league game left on the schedule. We have 4 more series down the stretch of the regular season, 12 more league games, and then the postseason. 1-0 pitch, McCarthy gets under it and hits it foul pretty far down the right field side. If the season ended today, Ridgefield would be in the playoffs. Currently in 3rd place, 1 half game over Bend, and Bend is the next team that Ridgefield plays. So the 3rd and 4th place teams. The 1-1 pitch to McCarthy is a check swing on the inside corner for a strike. Top 4 make it into the postseason, but one of them could get bumped out if Yakima Valley wins the second half, which they are currently tied for 1st place. McCarthy bounces over this one and fouls it. Keeps the count at 1-2. Leadoff man here in the 7th. Yakima Valley 3.5 games behind Bend for that 4th playoff spot, but they're tied for 1st in the second half. Here's the 1-2. McCarthy takes it high. Ball 2 to the Portland Pilot catcher. He's 2 for 3 today. A single and a double for Riley McCarthy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is grounded 3rd base side. Fair ball. The 3rd baseman Takahashi up with it, throws across. Did he beat it out? Just the throw did get him there. And a 5-3 ground out to begin the bottom of the 7th. Tie score, Tyler Howard to the plate. Ridgefield coming off an extra inning affair last night. They don't really hope to play more than 9 innings today, with the pitching already stressed a bit with 13 games in 13 days, although thanks to Will Chambers, not quite as much of a load to take care of. Howard takes the first pitch down. It's a tie score right now. There is some activity in the Ridgefield bullpen. It looks like, is that Justin Trimble out there? Howard takes another ball. It's 2-0. I think that's Justin Trimble, who is the first baseman. Might see him come in and pitch later on. The 2-0 to Howard is swung on and a fly ball to center field. Gonzalez running over to the gap, looking up, and he makes the play on a jog into right center field and puts away Tyler Howard for the out. And 2 outs here in the home 7th. Steven Espinoza is up next, who's 1 for 3. A double, a run score, leading off the 4th inning. And scored the go-ahead run in the 4th for a lead that did not last very long, nor did the 3-run lead in the 7th. Ridgefield took a 3-run lead into the 7th inning and gave up 3. 2 down, and the pitch to Espinoza is taken for a strike. Ridgefield struggled to hold a lead yesterday, had a 5-run lead in the 8th and gave up 5. Tied the score, sent it to extras, and Cowlitz walked it off with 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th. The 0-1 to Espinoza is down for a ball. Even though that is the case, 2 straight games where Ridgefield has not held on to a lead very well, it does mean that, hey, with a chance to take a lead down the stretch could be a boon for the Raptors to still win a game despite working through it. And every game you're going to do things that aren't, the priority of the thing you wanted to coming in. It's a matter of working through that, still winning games despite a lack of perfection. 2-1 the count to Steven Espinoza, swings and fouls it away. And a 2-2 count to the Lompoc, California native. Nate Kirkpatrick is on deck for the Raptors, 2 down. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on base. Aiden McCann from the stretch, and the 2-2 pitch is outside, ball 3. The shortstop Flippo playing behind the infield turf. Second baseman Tyler Miller playing on the back of the infield. Full count to Steven Espinoza. Here's the payoff. He swings and scoops it foul and keeps the count at 3-2. Hey fans, the Columbian is your local family-owned independent newspaper ever since 1890. Our thanks to Raptor sponsor, the Columbian. Steven Espinoza at the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hoping to start a 2-out rally here against Aiden McCann in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. He swings and slashes it down the right field side. A fair ball. It's cut off by Josh Parks before it gets to the corner, and he holds Espinoza to a single. And a 2-out base knock for Espinoza going the opposite way. And that'll bring up Nate Kirkpatrick here in the 7th. Trying to turn the lineup over.
Tonight's shortstop from St. Mary's College, Nate Kirkpatrick.
Now the bullpen is inactive for Ridgefield. Oh, no, is that still Trimble throwing out there? Let's see here. I think that's a 31, and it looks like his frame. It's not a 37. That's not McCarthy. I don't think that's Lozano. That's 38. A ball outside to Kirkpatrick. It's 1-0. Right-handed batter, 2 down, man on first. Aiden McCann looking into his battery mate, Jake Coper, and a ball outside. It's 2-0. Jake Sukata on deck. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to bring him up with the top of the order next inning or have him come up with 2 down this inning, which would mean there would be a runner in scoring position. The 2-0 pitch to Kirkpatrick is high, ball 3. Well, there would be a runner in scoring position if this inning continues, unless Kirkpatrick hits a home run. That would be the only way, or a RBI single to score the guy from first. I guess those are the only 2 ways. 3-0 the count to Kirkpatrick, taken right down the pipe, taking all the way. Strike 1. 2 down, runner at first. Outfield playing a step deep to Nate Kirkpatrick. Second baseman playing in, shortstop playing back. 3-1 the count. Kirkpatrick swings and hits a high fly ball, not deep. Parks coming in. It's the second baseman Miller running over, and he puts away the pop-up just barely in fair territory. And that ends the inning. 1 hit, no runs, and no errors in the bottom of the 7th. Well, Chandler DeYoung will come out to pitch in the top of the 8th inning. But I think if he needs to be pulled, then Justin Trimble might be the one up next. Tie score into the 8th inning.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
Through 7 innings here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. 7 runs for the Raptors, 7 runs for the Dudes. We head into the 8th. Chandler DeYoung, the pitcher, and facing the 2-hole hitter, Matt Gonzalez, who laces the first pitch foul down the third base side. Redmond scoring 3 runs last inning to tie the score. Then Ridgefield gets 1 hit, but no runs in the home 7th. And so we head to the 8th. It's Gonzalez, Condor, Takahashi, the batters, to face Chandler DeYoung here this inning. The 0-1 breaking ball, line towards second base. Sukata pokes out at it and gloves it on the line drive to put it away. And a leadoff put out here in the 8th. Jake Sukata sees the ball into his glove. And there's one out here in the 8th inning. Teague Condor, the batter, out of Mercer Island, Washington, who led Whitman College in RBIs this spring. And honorable mention all conference. First pitch is a strike to Condor, who has popped out his last 2 at-bats. Does have a walk and a run scored. The 0-1 pitch is taken low for ball 1. Does play a lot for the Dudes, his 28th game, and gotten 105 at-bats. It's 245 this summer. Chandler DeYoung comes set for the 1-1 to Teague Condor and down low for ball 2 from Chandler DeYoung. 1 out and nobody on, tie score. In the top half of the 8th inning, the wind blowing out to right field. The 2-1 pitch is low, ball 3. Not a heavy wind, but steady out towards right. Saw 2 home runs back in the 6th inning, but to right center. 3-1 pitch, grounded up the middle and past Sukata. And a base hit for Teague Condor. So 1 out and 1 on for the Redmond Dudes, and Shun Takahashi is coming up next. He was the first one to face DeYoung last inning and singled, scored. He is 2 for 4 today. With 1 out, and DeYoung comes set with his back to the runner. First pitch to Takahashi is outside for a ball. Under the lights here in Southwest Washington, and 3 more home games to come this week. 1-0 pitch is down, 2-0. The Bend series coming up. 6:35 each game, and then road games Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Springfield. Tomorrow begins the last 3-game homestand. Last 3-game home series. A big swing and a miss from Takahashi, and strike 1. Ridgefield does have a series against Corvallis where there are games both at Goss Stadium and here at the Rourke. It's a home-away-home series. So most of that series here at the Rourke. Takahashi swings and almost clipped it off his fingers, just off his hands, and fouls it back. 2-2 remains the count, 1 out, and a runner at first. Tie score in the 8th inning. So only 5 more home games the rest of this regular season after tonight. The 2-2 pitch from DeYoung is high, ball 3. Ridgefield had a slightly front-heavy schedule, more home games in the first half, one more series in the first half that was at home. So got to play well on the road. Here's the payoff pitch. Takahashi gets the barrel on it, but fouls it off on the third base side and dribbles out into left field off the carom, off the screen on the Ridgefield dugout on the third base side here at the Rourke. Down in Springfield on the weekend. To close out this week. 3-2 pitch with the runner going is fouled back. And we'll do it all over again with T. Condor getting to second base, but will have to retreat back to first. One out here in the 8th inning. Redmond has had a lead on 2 different occasions today. So is Ridgefield. None of them have lasted more than an inning. Here's the payoff pitch. It's high, ball 4. And there's 2 runners aboard here with 1 out in the 8th inning. Pushes Condor up to second base. Harper Huang, the batter. And a mound visit, and Chris Cota is going to come out and chat, and I think they're going to take a look at Chandler DeYoung. I hope he's okay. He is looking down at his arm, and they're taking a look at him. So I think Justin Trimble is going to come into this ball game to pitch. As Trimble's jogging off the field. He was playing first base, so I think he's going to exchange his first base mitt for his glove that he uses when he's playing third base and replace Chandler DeYoung here in the 8th inning. Top of the 8th inning, and Justin Trimble will come in for his first pitching appearance as a Raptor. An infielder for UC Santa Barbara, did not pitch at all for the Gauchos this year. And he's going to come in and try to put down the Redmond Dudes here in the 8th inning. Runners in first and second. We'll take a break.
Holt Homes is proud to be a local builder. We embrace all that is special about Oregon and Southwest Washington. The natural beauty of the landscape, the dynamic climate, the community that brings us together. It's why we live and build in this place that we love. Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Find home today at holtpnw.com.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors.
Well, Justin Trimble comes in to pitch for the Ridgefield Raptors. 2 position players have pitched in this game, and they've both thrown well. Well, I mean, we hope Trimble pitches well. He's coming in. Will Chambers did well. 2 earned runs in 6 1/3 innings. And so Justin Trimble comes in. He is replaced at first base by Safea Mawai. So Mawai comes out of the dugout to play first base. And Justin Trimble moves over about 45 feet from first base to the mound. Has to exchange gloves and comes in for Chandler DeYoung. And our best wishes for Chandler is hopefully not a serious injury for him, but we'll see. Runners in first and second, tie score, top of the 8th. Justin Trimble's first pitch as a Raptor is fouled back. He's facing Harper Huang, who has an RBI single, a home run, had a fly ball that was dropped in center field, and a walk. He has reached all 4 times today. He has scored 3 times, 2 RBIs. Left-handed batter, first baseman, out of Green River College. 0-1 pitch is outside for a ball. Green River College in Auburn, Washington. Not all that far from the Redmond Dudes. Playing the NWAC. With one out, the 1-1 pitch is down and in. Ball 2. 2-1 the count from Justin Trimble. Normally plays third base for the Raptors and also likes to play shortstop. Hoping to crack the lineup this year for the Gauchos down at UCSB. I don't think he'll pitch for Andrew Checketts, but you never know. A ball inside 3-0. Just caught the strike zone 2-2. And whenever a team needs a position player, now Trimble can go up to Checketts and say, hey, I pitched in Summer League, so if you need somebody, just let me know. And if he pitches well, then he can show him the box score also and show his stuff. 2-2 pitches hit towards the left side. Little blooper. Espinoza jumps for it, makes the catch. The third baseman going back on the back of the infield and jumps up to make a nice running grab. One third baseman picking up for another. Goes down as a pop-up, and 2 down. Here in the 8th inning. Indy Anderson, the batter. Top of the 8th, tie score. Trimble gets the first guy he sees out. Now tosses in a off-speed pitch for a strike. Trimble out of Arroyo Grande, California is the starting first baseman today and has a home run. It's 1 for 4 with a 2-run shot. 0-1 pitch is down. And now he's pitching as well. Not many guys can hit a home run and pitch. And especially if he does well, gets out of this inning without giving up the lead or allowing the lead. It's a tie score right now. The 1-1 from Trimble is taken low. The radar gun reads 88. Pretty firm stuff from Justin Trimble. 2 balls and a strike to Indy Anderson. The pitch to him is on the inside edge, strike 2. Anderson with the RBI double in the 5th inning, a double in the 3rd, a walk last plate appearance. Put the ball in play each time other than the walk. He's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Now he steps out. He's hitting .375 in the summer in 18 games. He could give them the go-ahead RBI, or Justin Trimble could get out of it here, keep the score tied. The 2-2 offering is swung on, and a fly ball to right center field. Wakil running over, looking up into the sky, having some trouble with it, but does get under it at the last moment and makes the grab. Justin Trimble comes in with runners on first and second. He gets 2 outs without allowing any advancement and keeps the score tied. No runs for the Dudes in the 8th inning on 1 hit and 2 left aboard. On to the bottom of the 8th. Ridgefield trying to reclaim the lead.
At Eden Health, our commitment is to caring. We recognize the importance of caring for others, and we consider it a privilege. We are committed to addressing our patients' specific needs, providing hands-on care and services, helping families through tough situations, and supporting our fellow employees. We listen, build relationships, and go above and beyond to create meaningful experiences throughout our continuum of care. Whether you find yourself a patient to any of the Eden Health services lines or you become part of our team, you will notice the Eden Health difference.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Well, top of the order coming up for the Ridgefield Raptors against a new pitcher. Eric Lopez comes in for the Redmond Dudes and will face Jake Sukata. And then Latif Wakil, Alex Sepulveda coming up in the home 8th inning. Tie score in a non-league affair here against the Redmond Dudes out of the Pacific International League. League much older than the West Coast League, in fact, dating back to the early 90s. The West Coast League came about in 2005 and actually if you want to write the history books this way, kind of pillaged the PIL. The Redmond Dudes, part of the Pacific International League, which was founded in 1992. Redmond representing the PIL. Tie score against Ridgefield. The first pitch to Sukata is outside for a ball. Several of the teams that are currently in the West Coast League used to be PIL teams. For example, the Kelowna Falcons. Actually, the next team Ridgefield faces, the Bend Elks. They used to be in the PIL. The 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0. And so several teams came over and had to become collegiate summer league teams rather than semi-pro or whatever label you want to put on the PIL squads like the Redmond Dudes. The 2-0 pitch to Sukata is outside, ball 3. Semi-pro meaning they have some current college players, but also college grads. They've got former position players, or former professional players, I mean. The 3-0 to Sukata is on the outside corner, 3-1. From Redmond, not the Central Oregon variety, if you're more familiar with the Bend area. They're from Redmond, just 15 miles away from Seattle. 3-1 the count to Jake Sukata. Leading off the home 8th inning, a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Sukata with a solo home run his last at-bat. That gave Ridgefield the lead. Now he comes up for his next at-bat with a score again tied. Payoff pitch from Eric Lopez to Jake Sukata. Here it comes, swings, and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Into right center field for a single. And Jake Sukata, representing the go-ahead run, leads off the 8th inning with a ground ball seeing eye single.
Now to bat for the Ridgefield Raptors, the right fielder from UC Davis, Latif Wakil.
Latif Wakil, the batter, who has singled twice today. He's 2 for 3, plus a walk and a stolen base. One of his best days as a Ridgefield Raptor, the UC Davis Aggie outfielder steps back in. Left-handed batter, runner at first. And nobody out here in the home 8th inning. Eric Lopez from the stretch. First pitch is bloop foul behind home plate. If Ridgefield gets a run here, they could force Redmond to come up in the top of the 9th, down to their final 3 outs. Otherwise, we'd go into the 9th tied, and Ridgefield would hit in the bottom of the 9th no matter what. Well, this could be the final at-bat tonight for Ridgefield if they score. Pickoff from first, kind of an awkward move from Lopez right as he was coming set. But no balk called, and Sukata gets back safely. Middle infielders pinch towards the bag. Outfielders playing straight up. Left fielder T. Connor just a bit off the line towards the left center gap. The 0-1 to Wakil is off the plate, ball 1. Eric Lopez from the stretch against Latif Wakil, who singled on the first pitch he saw today. His 2 singles are up the middle. The 1-1 pitch with the runner going. It's outside. Sukata sliding in feet first, and the ball pops out of the glove with the shortstop Flippo. And Sukata is safe at second. The throw got to him right as Sukata was sliding in, and the tag was in time, but not an easy play for Flippo to hold on to the ball. He doesn't, and he is maybe taking a shot to the arm. Sukata sliding in. Not a dangerous play, at least not an unintentionally dangerous play, but it is just by nature a tough play with Sukata and Flippo coming in almost directly at each other. And the throw is right in between the two, and the ball, Sukata and Flippo all arrived at second base almost at the exact same time. And Flippo taking a look at his arm as he was trying to catch that throw from Coper and apply the tag, was not able to hold on to the ball. Sukata will get credit for a stolen base. And Flippo's going to stay in the ball game. Good to see. And the Raptors now have the go-ahead run in scoring position with nobody out. And Latif Wakil is ahead in the count, 2-1. So good all the way around. Good news as Flippo stays in. And Ridgefield has a chance to take the lead here. And one of the main things, I mean, they want to win this game. They also want to win it in 9 innings. The more innings you have to take care of, the more trouble you have this week in the West Coast League games, since the Raptors have 6 games in a row following today. They've also played 6 games in a row coming into today, not to mention today's action. So 13 games without a day off. The 2-1 pitch to Wakil is taken outside ball 3. It is the final 13 days of July, so once we got to last week's game on the 19th, we knew we were going to play every game the rest of the month until August 1st. And that day off will be a nice respite for these players. The 3-1 pitch to Wakil is way outside, ball 4. And now Alex Sepulveda will come up with runners on first and second. And nobody out. Wakil has quietly put together a nice day. He has gotten out just once today. Stolen a base, 2 singles, 2 walks. He represents an insurance run. Sukata is the go-ahead run. And Alex Sepulveda could collect the go-ahead RBI. Eric Lopez with a mound visit from his catcher, Coper. Well, on this date in baseball history, there was a pitcher almost 100 years ago, Count Henry S. Bertrand de la Vigne, winning pitcher for a minor league club that day. For Salisbury of the Eastern Shore League. His 11th win of the year. Not all that notable in the grand scheme of things, except for one fun note. First pitch to Sepulveda, swung on, a check swing, in fact, barely went around, but did make contact, and a foul ball. The newspapers in that day kind of made a big deal of the fact that since Henry Bertrand de la Vigne is a descendant of French nobility, he's technically a count, and therefore is the only baseball player ever in professional baseball history to have a title. Count Henry Bertrand. There you go. 0-1 pitch to Sepulveda, hammers to high center field, pretty deep. We'll take the center fielder back. Gonzalez to the warning track. He reaches up, drops the ball at the fence. He ran into the wall. Sukata gets to third. He'll keep on chugging. The cutoff throw is not handled by Flippo, and it scores a run. A no-out RBI double by Alex Sepulveda to the wall. Gonzalez ran into the fence as he was trying to make the catch and unable to bring it in, and the Raptors get the go-ahead run out of it. Alex Sepulveda lashes a ball to the wall, and Gonzalez could not haul it in. And it's an RBI double for Alex Sepulveda. Wakil gets to third. Sukata comes home. He ran all the way from second base, and he was standing on second since he had to tag up, assuming that ball might be caught. Now the infield is coming in, bottom of the 8th. Ridgefield has a lead now, 8-7. And Justin Trimble, the batter. First pitch is down for a ball. He pitched last inning, got the final 2 outs, and did not allow a base runner, a pop out and a fly out. He's also played all day at first base until he pitched. He's had 4 at-bats, a couple ground outs, a strikeout, and a home run, 2-run shot in his last at-bat. The 1-0 pitch, big swing and a miss. Runners in second and third, nobody out. Ridgefield already has a lead now, and Redmond will be down to their final 3 outs next inning. The question is, will it be a 1-run margin or much larger? The table is set for the Raptors to put this one away. Take a big lead here. 1-1 pitch to Trimble is hit to center field. This will probably do the job. Gonzalez stays put, makes the catch. Wakil is tagging, got good speed. The throw in from Gonzalez is not in time. And both runners advance 90 feet. It's a sac fly for Justin Trimble. The pitcher gives himself some run support. And the Raptors lead at 9-7.
Now coming to the plate for the Ridgefield Raptors, the first baseman from BYU.
Sepulveda gets to third. Trimble the sac fly, 1 out. Wakil scores. 2 runs have come in. And now Safea Mawai hitting for Will Chambers. The Raptors had to burn their DH by using a position player to pitch. So Trimble is still hitting in his own spot in the lineup. Safea Mawai now has to hit for Will Chambers, who was able to stay in even though he got pulled as a pitcher, but then now has to come out. Now Mawai rakes a ball down the right field line. That's a fair ball. It rolls all the way to the wall. Mawai will get to second. Will he keep on going? You better believe it. The throw in from right field is cut off and not nearly in time. Safea Mawai has his second triple of the year. An RBI 3-bagger for Safea Mawai, who came in with the only triple on the season for Ridgefield. And now the Raptors have 2 triples on the day. He has one of them, and he scores Alex Sepulveda, who had the other. Sepulveda with a triple. Mawai with a triple. The Raptors lead at 10-7 here in the 8th inning, scoring 3 runs. And it looks like the Redmond Dudes are going to make a switch here in the 8th. The Raptors lead at 10-7. Riley McCarthy will come to the plate with Mawai on third. His only at-bat of the day, and he triples here in the bottom of the 8th to score Alex Sepulveda. Right down in the corner, and they were playing not close to the line, and that ball stuck down there in the corner. And Mawai gets to third easily. Take a break and come back with the remainder of the bottom of the 8th inning. Ridgefield leads at 10-7.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel in the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now, what are you waiting for? Apply today.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, plus regional and express service to Portland. And now you can ride the current C-Tran's new on-demand service operating in Ridgefield and other areas. So leave the driving to us. C-Tran will take you out to the ball game and anywhere else you need to go. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Well, Ridgefield takes a 3-run lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Riley McCarthy will be the batter, and will hit with an advantage thanks to productive at-bats. The first 5 guys in the order all do something helpful. The only guy to get out was Justin Trimble, and even he had a sac fly to score an insurance run. Alex Sepulveda had the go-ahead RBI on a double to the center field wall. Jake Sukana scored the go-ahead run. Latif Wakil also scored. Sepulveda scored on the triple by Safea Mawai. And the Raptors firmly in front, 10-7. 16 hits on the day. And we're in the bottom of the 8th. Proactive Physical Therapy, now open in Ridgefield. They're the official physical trainers of the Raptors. Are you ready to get back to the life you love? Well, at Proactive, our highly trained experts will be by your side to help take back your health and your life. Mason Treeseyes has been busy today as the trainer for both of these teams, pulling double duty as he does every game. And he is a valuable part of this team, so our thanks to Proactive Physical Therapy. Riley McCarthy is the batter. Runner on third, Safea Mawai, after his one-out triple down the right field line. First pitch to McCarthy is swung on and fouled. I'll give credit to Mawai. He does have one triple earlier, but I will acknowledge it wasn't really a triple. It was a double, and it was just written down as a triple. He advanced on a throw. This one is a legit triple. It was down in the corner. He got around to third. That is a textbook triple. And he gets to third with one out and represents an insurance run. A ball in the dirt, it's 1-1. The first triple was in West Coast League play in Bend to score 2 runs. Ridgefield winning in the series opener with help from Mawai's 3-bagger. 1-1 the count to Riley McCarthy, and swings and hits it foul behind home plate. Tyler Howard on deck. We'll see who pitches the 9th inning. It would be a save opportunity unless Ridgefield scores again. Or Justin Trimble could come back out. He is the pitcher of record now. Infield is in against Riley McCarthy. 1-2 pitch is down on the turf, ball 2. We saw a position player starting this game as a pitcher for Ridgefield. And it looks like if this score holds, the winning pitcher will be a position player, but not the one we may have expected. Will Chambers goes into the 7th inning. Justin Trimble is the most recent pitcher. 2-2 offering is outside from Higgins, and it's ball 3. Chase Higgins on the mound facing Riley McCarthy. One out man on third. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to McCarthy is down in the dirt, ball 4, and a 1-out walk for Riley McCarthy. And now Tyler Howard will come up.
Now coming to the plate for the Ridgefield Raptors, the catcher from the University of Portland, Tyler Howard.
Tyler Howard has put the ball in play 3 times, a ground out, 2 flyouts. He has also walked on 1 occasion and has a run scored, looking for his first RBI of the ball game. Runners on the corners and 1 away. Middle infielders now playing back in double play territory. Howard takes a pitch that nabs the outside corner for strike 1. Outfielders playing straight up, not too deep in right field. The wind blowing softly out towards right. The 0-1 to Howard is in the turf and a block by Coper. Now it's Steven Espinoza on deck. He has 2 base hits today, following Tyler Howard in the lineup. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Tyler Howard. Right-hand hitting, recent high school graduate, headed to the University of Portland this year. 1-1 the count from Higgins. Off-speed pitch that Howard lays off, ball 2. No activity in the Ridgefield bullpen, and so unless there's somebody already ready, I think Justin Trimble may pitch the 9th. Would try to preserve the win. He's already the pitcher of record. 10-7 lead. 2-1 pitch is outside, ball 3 to Tyler Howard. Under the lights in Southwest Washington, trying to start out this week with a victory. Here's the 3-1, and Howard gets under it, hits it to right field. Playable for Parks. He makes the catch. Mawai wants to tag and come home, and the throw is up the line, and he gets past the catcher. Will allow McCarthy to dig up to second, and a sac fly for Tyler Howard. Puts the Raptors up for their biggest lead of the game. It's now 11-7, and will have to be an error to advance McCarthy to second base. Probably F9 or E9 on the play, and so McCarthy gets to second. And Howard the sac fly to score. Safea Mawai. Was not a very deeply hit ball, but Mawai is never one to avoid a risky move. If he sees an opportunity, he's going to take it. Yeah, I would say E9 probably because McCarthy had to advance on that missed throw. Now Espinoza at the plate, a first pitch ball. McCarthy in scoring position. Ridgefield's largest lead of the game. They did lead by 3 earlier today. Had that lead canceled out. Took a 3-run lead again this inning and then extended it to 4 on the sac fly by Tyler Howard. 2-0 the count to Espinoza. With 2 down, Nate Kirkpatrick on deck. Higgins looks back a couple times and McCarthy throws a breaking ball. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. When Redmond comes up to the plate in the 9th inning, Josh Parks will lead off, the right fielder. 4-run lead for the Raptors. 16 hits today. 2-1 pitch is outside. 3-1 to Espinoza. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. Ridgefield scored 2 in the 2nd to tie the game. 1 in the 3rd to tie the game. 1 in the 4th to take the lead. 3 in the 7th to take the lead. 4 in the 8th to take the lead. Espinoza swings and misses. So every time they've scored, it's been to either take the lead or tie it up in a very back-and-forth affair. Redmond has had 2 leads. Ridgefield has had 3 leads to their name today. The payoff pitch to Espinoza. Breaking ball. Hits it on the ground to the shortstop. 2-hopper. Flippo throws across and retires Espinoza. And Ridgefield ends the inning. 4 runs. 8 batters come to the plate. Just 1 runner left on second base, 1 error, and 3 hits along the way. Ridgefield in their final at-bats, as long as they get 3 outs here and hold on to the 11-7 lead, they score 4 runs to take the advantage. 3 more outs to get when we come back.
A 380 batting average is like using Dawn as your mortgage lender. She has over 30 years rounding the bases to a new home and loves helping families build their dreams. Know anyone buying their first home? Would you like to make a cash offer on your next purchase? Evergreen Home Loans can help with several loan options. Call Dawn today to get started, 360-608-7438. Again, that's 360-608-7438. She would love to send you home. Go Raptors!
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Applies to passenger cars, SUVs, and light trucks only.
On to the ninth inning here from the Rourke. And Justin Trimble would be the winning pitcher if he gets these 3 outs here. An 11-7 lead. The Ridgefield Raptors in front. Josh Parks the batter. And the first pitch to him is outside for a ball. Justin Trimble, who faced 2 batters last inning and got 2 outs. Now the position player throws inside and catches the foot of the umpire. That one looked unimpeded to the ankle of our home plate umpire as it ran in on Tyler Howard, who wasn't able to snag it. And looks like he's okay. Some players taking, and umpires now, taking some shots today. The shortstop Flippo, partially injured on a stolen base play, although he stayed in. Will Chambers hit 2 foul balls off the same ankle. And just trying to get through it. Been a good game, though, in terms of back and forth scoring, with 5 different leads. And this one might be the final one to finally hold. Trimble trying to stay with it. The 2-0 pitch to Parks is big swing and a miss. Trimble, normally a third baseman, was already playing somewhat out of position by playing first base today. Well, he plays some first, but more third. The 2-1 pitch is fouled back. Pretty versatile infielder. And Trimble now pitching, and he's had some good velo on the fastball. The 2-2 pitch from Trimble is actually a breaking ball swing and a miss. And a strikeout here in the 9th. 2 more outs to get the victory. And begin this week on a good note. Snap the 2-game losing streak. Ridgefield is 3-0 in non-league games this year. This is the final non-league game. They could go 4-0. They are 24-17 in league games. We'll get back to league action tomorrow. And the final 12 games of the year, all counting games in West Coast League play. Trimble misses outside for a ball to Jake Coper. 7 strikeouts means free Taco Bell, free tacos for everybody. We are up to 6 strikeouts. Could get there. 1-0 pitch from Trimble is in on the hands, a strike on the inside edge. Wouldn't have expected to get to 7 strikeouts with 2 different position players pitching today. And it looks like they're going to get almost all of the outs today. Only Chandler DeYoung was the only actual pitcher to throw today, and even he only lasted for, let's see here, 10 batters. 2-1 the count from Justin Trimble, and a fastball swung on and missed. 1 strikeout, 1 strike away from 2 outs, tacos, and all that jazz. 1 out, base is empty. Trimble to the wind, and the 2-2 pitch is on the inside corner. Strike 3 called. Trimble strikes out the first 2 guys here in the 9th. He has retired all 4 batters he has faced. Tacos for everybody. Ridgefield might have a new arm in the bullpen the way Justin Trimble's throwing. A pop out, a fly out, 2 strikeouts. The only 4 batters that Justin Trimble has faced. Now throws a fastball for a strike to Tyler Miller. And he's up to high 80s, topping out at 89. A lot of pitchers who are legitimate pitchers, even at the D1 level, go high 80s. That's pretty normal. Big swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Trimble flashing everything. Oh, man, this is a fun part of the ball game. We've seen Will Chambers go into the 7th inning with just 2 earned runs. And Trimble flashing the stuff. 0-2 pitch outside. 1 strike away from getting the win, finishing the game, striking out the side in order in the 9th inning, and preserving the 11-7 win. Now Trimble starts the wind and stops it partway through. Wipes the hand on the pants, now ready to go. The 1-2 pitch, check swing. It was just off the plate. Ball 2 at 89. 4-run lead, nobody on base, 1 strike away from putting this thing in the books. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. In the dirt, Howard throws to first, ball game over. Trimble strikes out the side in order in the 9th inning. He faces 5 batters, he gets them all out. The winning pitcher tonight is none other than the Arroyo Grande native, UCSB's own Justin Trimble. And he hit a home run today as well, and a sac fly. And Justin Trimble, the MVP today. And the Raptors win it 11-7. Will Chambers went 6 1/3 innings. Just 2 earned runs. He also gets a double, a sac fly. And Justin Trimble, the 2 position players, both hit well, pitched well, and lead the way to an 11-7 victory. Also a home run by Jake Sukata today, a triple by Mawai, and a good day. Ridgefield wins it. Final score from the Rourke, 11-7. Talk to you tomorrow at 6:35 as we begin a 3-game series against the Bend Elks here at the Rourke. See you at the ballpark or on the live stream. Until then, so long, everybody, and go Raptors. I'm Josh Warden signing off from Ridgefield.